Alright guys, before the video begins, I just want to say, if you didn't know, this is a brand new channel, so the chances are you're not subscribed, so make sure to click that subscribe button, and in the words of my grandpa, subscribe, bitch! Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yo! Ain't you that dude that wears size 20 shoes from Wish?
Nah, see, I got auto lacing shoes now. I don't have that problem no more. Hey, check this out. See this right here? This is the charging station for my shoes because they auto lace mechanically through science.
Oh, keep it up. I like the energy. Come here. Can you play better defense?
No, man, he got bionic feet.
Bionic feet?
Yeah, they all robotic and shit.
Robot? Hey, throw some water on it.
Good idea.
Don't you know it's waterproof?
No, it's waterproof.
Waterproof?
Yeah.
Try overheating it.
Don't you know it's tested in 140 degrees Fahrenheit and 85% humidity?
Coach! It's not working, man.
What do you mean it's not working?
I tried breathing on it, tried peeing on it, you name it. It's not working.
How about you make it run out of battery?
How?
Run around a lot.
That's a good idea. Time out. Don't you stop running.
These shoes have a 300-mile lifespan on one charge. I can keep going.
Coach!
5 minutes later.
Damn, my shoes ran out of battery.
Coach, Evan, what are you doing? It's the middle of the fourth quarter. We need you.
I gotta sit out. I'm subbing myself out. My shoes need more charging. They ran out of battery.
What?
You heard me. They ran out of battery.
Future!
What's What's up, everybody? We're back with the highly anticipated performance test on the Nike Adapt BB, aka the auto lacing basketball shoe from Nike. As always, remember to subscribe, press the bell next to it so you get a notification every time I drop a new video, and follow me on my social medias. And now, let's get into the review. Starting off with the looks and the initial thoughts of the Nike Adapt BB. The full looks and the initial thoughts part can be found on my last video of the unboxing of the Nike Adapt BBs. After playing in it, I still think the shoes look sexy. It does make a loud noise when it forms to your feet, but when you're in a loud gym, nobody can hear it. I said nobody can hear it. Also, since my last video, there's been news that Android phone users who use the Nike Adapts and the app, their shoes have been crashing and breaking. I'm not gonna lie, that sucks, but I can't relate. Team Apple, baby! Yeah, Steve Jobs to the death of me. Also, the fact I have an iPhone 6 and the app isn't compatible with the older iPhones, so. Playing in the Nike Adapt BBs, it definitely does get a lot of attention when you're on the court. People will stop and stare, they'll ask you questions about the shoe, so just be prepared to talk about the shoe. If you're an antisocial person, then this might not be the shoe for you because you're gonna get questions. Like I said in the Puma Clyde Court Disrupt video, I like shoes that break people's necks on and off the court, while I break their ankles, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you wear these shoes, you have to back it up with your play. If you suck in these shoes and other pricier shoes like BBB shoes, you will get roasted. Now, my initial thoughts playing in it is very comfy, very good bounce and reaction, and initial traction on the shoe was really good. More on that in a minute. Looks in the initial thoughts grade is still a 10 out of 10 on the Nike Adapt BBs. Moving on to the size and comfort of the shoe. Like I said in the last video, it's really comfy and it forms to your feet. Size and comfort shouldn't be a problem considering the fact that it literally laces itself and forms to your feet and auto adjusts, and depending on whether you like a looser or tighter fit, you can adjust it yourself. But playing in it, there are some downsides. Because of the mechanical stuff inside of the shoe, I don't know the proper terms, I'm not a mathematician, scientist, gynecologist, but anyways, because of the mechanical stuff inside of the shoe definitely heats up while your foot is in it. The bottom doesn't heat up like it does when you charge it, however. I did feel slight discomfort in the forefoot at times, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me. Considering all the technology inside of the shoe, it's still pretty lightweight. The size and comfort rating is a 9.1 out of 10. It dropped slightly from the last video only because it does heat up a lot in this shoe. Moving on to the traction of the shoe. Like I said earlier, initial traction was a beast. The shoe makes the squeaky noise. Multi-directional traction was effective. The translucent bottom was looking good and did the job, but after a while the traction got worse and worse and worse. It got super dusty and picked up all the grime on the court, and I do play on a moderately clean court. It's regularly waxed and cleaned. Some traction on shoes take a while to break in. These were the exact opposite. It was really good initially, and then after a while it got really slippery because it picked up hella dust. I'm not gonna say these were bad traction, but I will say it did disappoint. But to be fair, all shoes do pick up dust eventually, and you gotta wipe it on the bottom. The traction rating, 7.4 out of 10. I do have a homie who plays basketball indoors with the same shoes he wears outside, so just imagine how slippery those shoes will be, and what if he steps in dog? Then when his shoes get dusty on the court, you gotta wipe the shoes off, and then you'll be like, shout out to Darrell. Moving on to the materials of the shoe. Fit Adapt Tech that molds to your feet and you can adjust it to your liking. Sometimes it doesn't auto lace, or it takes a while to auto lace, so that can be a hassle, so you gotta reach down there and press the button yourself. I played in this shoe for a week straight and the battery does last a long time, but to be honest, I do charge it every 3 days or so. Like I said in the prior video, these are waterproof and heatproof to an extent. As you can see right here, it was doused with nearly 80 gallons of water in 3 minutes, and it lasted in 140 degrees Fahrenheit at 85% humidity, 5,000 cycles of flexing from left to right, because you know we be flexing, 300 miles of running, 40,000 button presses, 2,900 continuous lacing cycles from tight to loose, 30,000 impact pulses at 780 pounds of force. So maybe Zion should have been wearing these shoes instead of the PG 2.5s. Nike did take a big L with that one. But to be fair, Zion is a big boy. As you can see here, the fishnet-like upper is really thin because they had to make it as lightweight and breathable to cope with the fact that there's a lot of mechanical stuff in the shoe. But because it's so thin, the material actually frays a little bit. I don't know if you can see that right here. Some of it is loose threading. If something gets caught in one of the holes and it pulls, it's game over. Like I said earlier, the translucent rubber bottom picks up hella dust. The shoe does heat up, like I said, but the midsole for cushion is hella comfy as well. Materials rating 8.6 out of 10. A slight downgrade from the unboxing video, but this video is to test the performance on the basketball court of the shoe. I'm still hella impressed with the Fit Adapt Tech. It's the first of its kind, so you can't be too nitpicky about the shoe. Moving on to the support and lockdown of the Nike Adapt BBs. Support and lockdown is still really good in this shoe. Sides of the shoe are really stiff and durable for containment. The bottom is really cushioned while not taking away from court feel. And of course, you can adjust the lacing to your liking, whether you like a tighter or looser fit. And when you do turn it up all the way, your foot is really locked in. The best lockdown I've ever played in. And usually when a shoe has really good lockdown, the shoe either fits too small or the shoe fits really narrow. That was not the case with this shoe. Support and lockdown rating 10 out of 10. Moving on to the price of the Nike Adapt BBs. That's what everyone wants to know. It's $350. Everyone wants to know if that's worth it for this shoe. They resell for around $400 on StockX, so you're not going to get much return on the shoe if you decide to sell the shoe. So if you do want the shoe, it's not that much more expensive than the retail price. If you do spend that kind of money on this shoe, it's either because you love basketball, sneakers, or tech in general. You know, for the culture. For me, I definitely think the price is worth it for the shoe because I love sneakers, I love basketball. In some way, I'm a bit of a tech nerd too. But just speaking it from a basketball performance standpoint, I thought it was just a gimmick, but it does auto lace and that definitely does come in handy. And the lockdown is crazy on this shoe. Everything except for breathability and traction were really good. Again, sneakers don't make the player, so don't think these shoes are gonna turn you into Michael Jeffrey Jordan, not even Michael B. Jordan, because that's a good looking dude. Some people say I look like him, you know. Comment below if I look like Michael B. Jordan, you know. And like I said in the last video, you can expect a first of its kind shoe that auto laces to be the same price as the regular basketball sneakers out today. Price rating 8.3 out of 10. Slight drop from the initial price rating. Overall, very dope shoe. Because I spent an arm and a leg on this shoe, damn near sucked a dick. I'm going to be using this as my main hoop shoe probably for the next 1 to 10 years, give or take. It's kind of like buying a fancy foreign car. It depreciates in value, but you gotta get your money's worth. And you know, from time to time, flex on people. They did test it with 5,000 cycles of flexing. So best believe I'ma flex at least 5,000 times in this shoe. Aside from the clout talk, performance-wise, this shoe is really good. The court feel lockdown support was really good. The only downsides are that the shoes don't always sense your foot in there, so it doesn't auto lace. You gotta press the button yourself. The traction gets worse and it definitely overheats. Oh, and the fact that Android users' shoes died. I mean, shoot, I can't even use the app because I got an iPhone 6. The overall rating of the Nike Adapt BB, aka the auto lacing basketball shoe, an 8.9 out of 10. Yo, if you have an Android, not only do your Snapchats and emojis look crappy, not only when you text that the green pops up in the bubble, now your Nike Adapts don't even work. Damn, that sucks. Alright guys, that concludes the video. Let me know what you think of the Nike Adapt BBs, the performance test. Definitely go watch my last video when I first unboxed the shoe as well. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch my other videos in the playlist up there and down there. Like I said, man, all joking aside, it's a really good basketball shoe. This is definitely a good shoe for the culture. Also, there's a lot of good basketball shoes that are a lot cheaper. You guys know the channel. I test out a lot of cheap sneakers, and a lot of them are good. Shoes don't make the player, people, but damn. These are sexy!